energy, and this is our Bible study night. To each and every one of you guys, first of all, salutations to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, and Mystic and Ajay. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so very much for being a part of our platform, and also to every melanated individual that is practicing the ATRs in the church. I salute you. And to those that have left the church and still practicing in ATRs but got church influence, I salute you as well. Some of us got to stay and some of us get to go on by their business. So I want you, as you guys are being notified that I'm live, if this is your first time I'm live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. What's up, my love? My Taurus is in the house. There's my a Gemini, my that's Demetrius. All right, Renee 69 in the house, Aquarius. So thank you to each and every one of you guys. Mama Susan coming in, Gemini. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, this is the opportunity for growth, development, and meeting the challenge. One thing as a Sagittarius, Moon in the Aries and rising sign Pisces, I don't believe in telling people what to do. I believe in giving grown people knowledge, wisdom, understanding. The reason being because we're in an age where it's all about manifestation. Whether you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Mystic, or Adjays. This is really important for the melanated people to get a understanding what energy is in operation and why it is important. So Bible study tonight is to show a study about different elements. So therefore, when we utilize them, we will utilize them with the understanding. So that's something I want to give to my melanated brothers and sisters. I want you to understand that this platform is not for sales or services. This platform is literally to give knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It is also to give suggestions that a grown man or grown woman chooses to get my services and my products. The reason why I'm saying that is because we got to be more mature when it comes down to our health, our economics, and our energy. And that is an individual journey. No Tata is going to do that for you. No Mambo, Bocor, Hugon, none of these people are going to do that for you. And they don't have to. You need to take responsibility for your spirituality, your soul energy, and therefore your destiny. It is not to anyone to constantly having to encourage you to do what you need to do for you and your family. Okay? I want to say that out the real. Now, Pisces, Aries, salutations. Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Now, as a Sagittarian, what's up, Monique Fofofo? As a Sagittarian, Moon in Aries, and rising sign Pisces, I'm 52 years old. I've been doing magic since I was a child. I am accustomed to people coming back to me and telling me you were right. Because I allow people to make their own judgment, no matter what I may think about your decision, I'm going to let you make your judgment, your decision. But in that, I'm also going to hold you responsible for that decision. See, there's a twofold energy that goes in when you yourself, as a grown man or woman, makes a hopefully informed decision. And therefore the chips got to fall wherever they may. But wherever the chips fall, you have to take responsibility. Okay? What's up, Trayvon the Aries? Now, my subject on tonight, this Bible study night, is they brought me a mighty long way in a short time. One of the things that we have to make perfectly clear, it doesn't matter if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, whatever black arts that you operate, it doesn't even matter whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Universal laws apply to each and every one of us. And when we understand what season we're in, what jurisdiction, and so therefore I'm going to explain something to any of you that want to manifest, any of you that want to benefit from your membership. I cannot and will not tell you what you need to do. I will not sit, I will watch you run your head right into the wall, because I have warned every sign about this season. I have told people for free how to manifest, to get your tools. So I'm going to explain this. What's up, Sovereign? I have helped many people, whether they innocent or not, with court cases. But only thing I would share with you, I don't come cheap. So just like you know, just like you pay lawyers, you have to pay me. I don't work for people for crumbs. Anyway, and to each their own. I'm not for everybody. It's fine. Now, I want to explain something. What we're going to do is understand that we're in the age of Aquarius. In order to find out, super chat. Thank you, Monique. It slipped my mind, because I'm so geared on this. I want y'all to grow. That's why I'm being direct. I want you to understand. I want you to respect energy, frequency, and vibration. We're in the age of Aquarius. That means your individuality is a must. When you are constantly operating in, I'm a fire sign, but I have, in the age of Aquarius, it's about my individuality. It's about my intellect. It's about the consistency of how I think. For all of you that operate in your season through manipulation, you're going to have a hard time manifesting. This is not the season. We came out of Pisces and now we're in Aquarius. When you're in a particular season for 2,000 years, Aquarius is going to be what? Ruling. If you don't get with technology, you can be a fire sign, you can be an earth sign, you can be a water sign, you can be an earth sign. If you're not moving in technology, because this is for 2,000 years, the fixed sign of Aquarius, sudden change. If you don't get to realize what the type of waters that we're in for 2,000 years, then you're going to have a hard time manifesting. It's going to be about your intellect, your imagination, your ingenuity. It's going to be about you being able to communicate. It's going to be about how well you deal with facts. I'm going to say it again. In the age of Aquarius, you as an individual, you being detached from what's going on and being the observer of your own life your higher self. And if you're not in contact with your higher self, then that's not on nobody, that's on you. Because I have been explaining these things. I have been giving you one metaphor after the next, one story after the next. And at some point, you got to love yourself enough to make a rational decision. Aquarius is never in a rush to make a decision. They're going to realize what kind of facts are involved in their particular situation. If you don't understand the air element and you're not trying to understand it, you're going to have a hard time bringing certain things to pass. I'm not going to say you're not going to bring anything to pass, but if you want to maximize your spirituality, and when I say an individual, doesn't mean that we're not a collective. But everybody has an individual role to play in their manifestation. There's a certain amount of accountability to your manifestation you must incur. When it comes down to me at this point in my life, I'm 52 years old, I don't want to waste unnecessary energy. I don't want to be repeating myself as constant as I do. Because you're choosing to try to make my teaching ineffective. You're the one that keeps making bad decisions. You're the one that would not get your tools and be consistent. You're the one that sits around and make other people accountable for the decision that you make. Delusion will not work in the air. When the Aquarius energy, your delusion is not going to work on people. What I mean by that, what's up, my baby Scorpio? You have to stick to facts. If your feelings don't line up the facts, it's thrown out of court. If you don't understand when we say we're in a certain age or reign of a certain energy, frequency, and vibration, and this, even though the Atlantic Ocean is an ocean and the Pacific Ocean is an ocean, there are different bodies and types of waters. When a different energy takes jurisdiction, then whatever your energy is, you must learn that area and that jurisdiction so you can move accordingly. That your conjure, your mysticism, your visions can be more in tune. Now, because of the air element, that means communication is going to be essential. That also means that your visions, your messages that you're getting from ancestors, Egun, Moretos, your dreams, your vision, your day vision, all of this is going to matter. Not you making up things. Oh, that's 4, 6, 7. Oh, that must be meaning. No. The divination of air element is quite different than water element or fire element or earth. Every element has a different divination system of manifestation. Being able to understand what the future gonna behold is your ability to be prepared if you reach that future and working towards a better future for self. You cannot help anybody else's future when you don't have the necessary skills or ability to maintain a thought to continuously to move you in a better future. This ain't about Trump. This ain't about America. This is about your individual energy, your frequency, and your vibration. And this is why most melanated people are not successful. Not because they don't have melanin, but because they want to do what they want to do in God's universe. That's why I said they brought me. Originally I had said he. Then energy came in. What about she? I said, you know what? All y'all brought me. Y'all brought me. And I'm trying to make it apparently clear what this season is going to be all about. And if you don't make necessary changes, if you don't learn how to actually communicate, and I'm talking about communicate where you're listening to understand and then give a feedback that is feasible to the question that was asked. Some of you guys are great at talking, but you're not great at communicating. I'm going to say that again. Some of you guys are great at telling somebody a piece of your mind, but you're not great at communication. You're not great at being on the receiving end, and you're limited to your knowledge and your wisdom to be able to articulate to a man, woman, or child, or a person, place, or thing what you desire and what you want and what you don't want. It is imperative in this 2,000 years that you gain better life skills and actually count up the cost or fact that are relating to you as an individual. What's up, my bow ass? Good to see you. So this Bible study night. And so we're going to understand what it means to manifest up on the Aquarian energy. Why your individuality as a Pisces or a Aries or a Gemini or a Cancer or a Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, your individuality and that gift that resides in you must make room for you, but it's going to be through technology, through inventions of your other brothers and sisters and utilizing them. The way of income is changing, and it's changing quite fast. And some of you are talking about the old way. No, Aquarius energy is electrical. It is also masculine. It is an energy, air element is to project, remove obstacles. So in this area of time, removing blockages is going to be very powerful. But I'm going to say this. If you look at your life and you do all the blockbuster work and remove everything that you think that is a hindrance to you, and when you look around, you're still in the same space, in the same reality, that means that no one was hindering you. You were your own problem. This is what I mean by facts. You're going to find yourself in situations where people are going to be feeding you facts. Not your feelings. Not what you potentially want to do in life. I'm trying to get you to understand the energy where all these people talking about you want to open your third eye. You have no self-control. Why would you want to open your third eye? Why would you allow that portal to be open when you yourself are not balanced? A lot of you guys, I hear when I'm ministering over the airwaves, we come to melanated people. That's the truth, Apostle. Those are facts. You can't get around the facts trying to manifest. The facts that you still have a poverty mentality and you want to manifest the greatness of abundance. It's not happening. You might get a little twinkle. It's not happening. I don't care how powerful a man or woman is. Because it's an individual belief system. Just like Jesus, Yeshua told a woman, do you believe I can do the things you're asking me to do? Do you believe the universe has the capability and capacity to furnish, to finance your lifestyle? Or do you still think that it must come from another source? Do you really believe that somebody has the authority or in a place to handle what God got for you? All of these things that you have to answer as an individual. Because show and tell is here. And I want melanated people to come out of la la land. Even though I'm a church, even though I'm a minister, a preacher, I constantly gain the victory because I stick to the facts. I stick to the facts of where I am. I stick to the facts of where I want to go. I measure where I am and where I'm not. These are the things that are going to be essential for how you proceed in your life. How you address the air element. How you address the fire element. How you address, and this is another thing. Everybody ain't meant to be out front. Those are the facts. Everybody is not God's chosen. Those are the facts. It says many are called. You might be called, but you're not chosen. And why that bothers you, I don't know. Because if you talk to somebody that's truly chosen, they'll tell you about all the shit they got to go through. And many of you that are called, that are parading like you're chosen, you're like Korah. Only time you want to jump bad with the chosen is after Pharaoh and his army has been destroyed by the hand of God through Moses. When we do the hard part, then you come up and try to undermine our authority, undermine our position. You're not interested in my position when Pharaoh talking about killing all of us. You don't want it then. You don't want it when you need the power to open the Red Sea. You don't want it then. You don't want it then. You don't want the title of Tata Mumbo Hugon when Pharaoh's sitting up there and they that close up on you. You don't want it in. These are the facts. You ain't got nothing to say, Korah, when we on this side of the Red Sea, because now we need the God's power to open the Red Sea and hold back this water. And the Bible said that when Moses did that, a strong east wind. You can't call an east wind, you can't call a west wind, you can call a wind from the north or the south. But you ain't got, these people sit and plot. And they wait for an opportune time. Because the people that are following you, Moses, they're sometimes they're not appreciated. They have no loyalty to you, Moses. Even though God put you in position, even though God made you the light and the guide, because everybody that follow Moses don't follow God. They're not walking in their individual destiny. So what? And I'm telling you, Korah did not spring his head up while they were walking through the Red Sea on dry land. You know why? Because Korah needs Moses' power. See, everybody knows spells and conjure when you get delivered. But when you were where you were before I brought and moved the mountain that was necessary. When I made the hill a level plain for you. When I help you get around what the enemy had purpose. While you walking through the Red Sea, I don't care if you're a Christian, I don't care if you're a devotee of Oshun, your ass didn't have nothing to say when that water was standing up. And while everybody was walking on dry land, and Korah did not have the power to open the Red Sea, and neither did he have power to close it. I want to talk to you. I want you to stick to facts. You can believe what you want to believe, but the resume speaks for itself. When you were with a disease or sickness or calamity, nobody wants to put their hands onto it. I'm not here to convince people I have not showed myself strong. I'm trying to understand why you ain't had nothing to say when we were walking through the Red Sea. Why your psychic powers wasn't operating at that point. Why your spirituality, when we needed you, when they needed you, it was when Pharaoh was on their track. When they needed you, when that Red Sea needed to be open. When they needed to hear what you know about. When it was time for, because the point there would be no point if Moses wasn't able to close that Red Sea. Pharaoh would have still, because Pharaoh still was coming. The Red Sea didn't stop Pharaoh. Pharaoh was coming right on. And see, everybody can't tell you. I'm gonna give you now facts. Everybody can't turn around and look at your enemies and say, people of God, the enemies you see today, you won't see them no more. And when Moses said that water came crushing in on Pharaoh's army. You ain't got that kind of power. I don't care if you're Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi. I don't care if you're Obia. I don't care what black arts. Because you had that opportune time to manifest whatever talent, whatever gift you had to do. Now all of a sudden, that we on the other side of the Red Sea and Pharaoh's army is destroyed. Now you got something to say. And everybody that listen to you deserves the day they have. When you listen to a man or woman in these practices over the people that really brought you through, you deserve the day you have. You deserve the outcome. That's why Moses said, whoever on the Korah side, whoever agree and think like Korah, go there with Korah. And he said, whoever on the Lord's side, get over here. This show and tell. This your personal relationship with your Egun, your God, your goddesses, whatever you claim. This is the time that we need to see. It's burning down. Now you need to talk about how strong your voodoo is, how strong your conjure is, how strong your root work is, your prayer life. If you ain't volunteer to go to war, then we need for you to sit your ass down. And don't give nobody a problem that is willing to go to war. Because you can't bring our melanated people through. You too up and down. You too in and out. You still won't put first things first. These are the facts. This is your individual journey. And it says every man works shall be tried of fire. So everybody gonna get some of this smoke. If you're not good with money, it gonna tell on you. Sovereign, we already told you, go to the website. If you're looking for guidance, let your ancestors guide you, because I am a very militant man. I'm a very militant man. I do things in decent and order. Okay? This is important. I use the church platform and I teach the universal laws no matter what tradition you in, because the same principles apply. Some of y'all think y'all can talk your way out of a situation. You should not even be where you are right now if you were actually following instruction. As you really so-called believe in these teaching, then why you're not reflecting these universal. I didn't ask you to reflect what we practice in voodoo. I didn't ask you to reflect what we practice in Ocha. I didn't say how to reflect how we do in Kabbalah. No. It's universal laws. It applies to every single person. And your individual relationship with your ancestor is going to come into play. We're going to know if you've been feeding your ancestors, because if you have not, you're going to get your ass whooped. We're going to know if you studied to show yourself approved, because you're going to look like an ass out here. Huh? We're going to know if you're a good steward over God's inheritance, because your ass ain't going to have what you need. You ain't going to have the money, the resources. Everybody individually, even though we are corporate chaos energy, because certain people got to surface to the top. I'm going to say that again. Certain people got to surface to the top, and God going to raise them up. They ain't got to push their way through. They ain't got to lie their way through. They ain't got to put on no airs. When it's their time, they're going to platform. And guess what? Whether you support them or not, God is still going to provide for them. That's what you need to learn as an individual. You have the right to not budge one iota. But you don't have a right, after not budging, to wonder why you've been left behind. I've been like Isaiah, crying loud and sparing not. I tell melanated people, before anything takes place, I prepare you for what is to come. I done told you to get your tools. I said, mama may have, daddy may have, but God bless the child that has his own. It's better to have a mop and not need it than to need that mop and you ain't got it. Because this world is going to get cold. In the age of Aquarius, Aquarius people come up very cold. You need to know what, this is not a season. This is the age of Aquarius. A season will operates in cycles. This is not the season of Aquarius. This is the age of Aquarius and all that Aquarius has to offer. And I don't care if you in Christianity. I don't care if you are atheist. You got to understand what manifestations are necessary for you to get the things that you say you want. A lot of times people say, Apostle, you pick out, I like the way you think. That's Aquarius energy. Yes, I'm a fire sign. But I respect Aquarius energy. You can't only respect energy that is complementary to you. You have to respect the age of what's ruling at that time. You got to respect that it's daytime, and so therefore the sun is ruling. You have to respect it's nighttime. Even if you don't see the moon, it's still ruling. I'm gonna say that again. Even if you can't see the moon, it's still in rulership. If you don't understand Aquarius, if you don't like Aquarius, it don't change nothing. Those are the facts. And if you want to prosper in this season, stick to the facts. get ready even the more for technology. Because in order for melanated people to get on top, we got to operate in a high vibration to the point that we are inventing. That's why I said through this storm of Trump, we are the most intelligent creatures on planet Earth, namely the black woman. We're not going to argue about this in country because these are facts. I'm not saying out here trying to patronize the women. I'm smart. I understand why the anatomy is what it is. I even understand how I came into power. See, it's not my fault that you as an individual can care less why you were born. You can care less about your destiny. All you care about is who hurt you, your mama, your daddy, who hurt you, your brothers and sisters. That's where your thoughts, your intention, that's where you allow your magic or your energy to move in, not me. Because I need to finish my destiny. I need to hear, well done, that good and faithful servant or son. Or they can call me a motherfucker if they want to, long as they let me through. I ain't got time for that. Even Aquarius could not like what you're saying, but it's facts. They can take it. You're gonna understand facts versus feeling. All of y'all that like to deal in that genre of energy, you gonna find out real soon. Me and Tree was talking today, and she was dealing with something, and I said, if you were a white woman, you wouldn't have to contend with that. Those are facts. This has nothing to do with her not understanding or just the first time going through it. It has all to do with what she's trying to accomplish. As a black woman, she would not have the issue as a white woman. Those are facts. When I try to tell y'all about facts, when you have ruined your credit, when you have ruined your relationship, you burn down bridges, you make it hard for you to maneuver in this thing called life. You make it hard for somebody to see you as somebody that they should help because you have been unnecessarily difficult. I'm just giving the facts. I'm trying to let you know why you're not successful in these ATRs, because you think you deserve something you don't deserve. Those are the facts. Nobody has to do a damn thing for you. I don't care if your mama ain't told you, I don't care if your dad ain't told you. And that's why you lack gratitude. And that's why you can't express gratitude, and therefore you can't give the person or the people the gratitude that they so richly deserve for even fucking with you. I don't walk around here like somebody got to do something. My mama told me before I left her house. There's a lady, she was on drugs. And my auntie told me about this story. And I remember the name Nita Hurst. And she was Basin. And she was walking around and she was singing this song. She was singing the song, Nobody Loves Me But My Mama. And she could be lying too. I want to say some real shit to y'all. She said, nobody loves her but her mama. And she could be lying too. You might hope your parents love you. You might hope your family love you. But the facts remain. You still in a condition. If everybody loved you in your family like you wanted to. The facts remain, you are still in the condition of a reality that you personally don't want. So what's going to change? If you got your way with your family, what would change about you as an individual? Nothing. Nothing. If you got more opportunities in life, what would change about nothing? Because as an individual, you don't need the love from your parents if you want to make it. Your parents could die at the moment you were birthed. If you want greatness in your life as an individual, you don't need a man or a woman. I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi. We make excuses for where we are in life because of these people, and we use them as a distraction from the bullshit and the bullshit as choices we done made. In order to manifest in this season, you got to stick to the facts. You ain't got to be perfect, but you got to stick to the facts. If you don't want to tell your story out in the public, like I do, it don't change the facts. Whether you a secret whore or open a hoe in the open, it don't change the facts. You still a hoe. Whether you got a baby or not, you still a hoe. Them the facts. I don't care what my elevation come. I'm still a freak. And I like it like that. God done brought me all this far. In a short time, heal me, deliver me, protected me, making a way out of no way. You're not going to tell me what God can't do. You're not going to sit on my platform and act like because you melanated that you can't make a way. Because I showed Mother Susan on a fixed income that she has had the ability to live beyond her. What she bring in. I didn't say that she living above her means. I said God can manifest in spite of your fixed income. So you don't live in the box. You live outside the box. I wanted Ryan to understand that a felony will not stop you from getting to the White House. And it damn sure can't stop your individual walk with God. I want you to understand that they got people out here getting all kind of help and they still ain't nowhere in life. And you ain't got no help from nobody. And you still making it. Because you not putting your wants before your needs. Using the intellect to manifest. I keep defying your reality with facts. I keep telling you what herbs can do. What you taking your own health into your own care. What do for your life. You taking your finances and understanding energy, frequency, and vibration. And allowing yourself to get you. Why you walking in fear? Explain that to me. Put the facts on the table. Why you got a reason to be fearful. I didn't say what your reality wasn't. I didn't say how you were not behaving like that. I said put the facts on the table. Why should you have the mindset you have when God has been moving, manifesting. Right in front of you. And it's just not Apostle Ely as a witness. There are many variations of your brothers and sisters. And you're still choosing. You let a woman on a fixed income at 69 years old get her membership before you. This is when God raised up the handicap. While you right here talking about what can't be done, somebody on a handicap got handicap sticker, living a better life and better reality than you are. Because they don't allow their handicap to stop them from the quality of life they want to live. Me and Mother Susan were talking today. It don't care how short your penis is. You can still have sex. If you get out there and do what you need to do, huh? You may not be able to bust a grape, but you can enjoy your sexual life. Because if you got the revenue, you can buy you some sex, and somebody will tolerate, that thimble. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Huh? There's no reason in God's green earth. I don't care how touched and tender-eyed you are. You can find somebody to tolerate your ass. But you got to go out and create for you as an individual. You may not ever do conjure or voodoo or Santeria or any of that. But the truth of be told, you as an individual, if you understand what you're working with and what you ain't working with, you can make better decisions. Those are the facts. You have not because you ask not. Huh? You light candles and you try to make like the candles ain't working. Sister Tree was telling me, she said things are moving. You got to remember when you were an obstacle. So the manifestation for the very same work that Stormy got or my baby Scorpio got, they didn't create those issues in their life. So things are going to move differently because everything is on an individual basis. The same perfume don't smell good on everybody. But if you are an individual, you won't be a copycat. You can learn from your individual brothers and sisters and still be your authentic self. But you don't have to do that. All you know how to do is copy because they like that type of behavior, so I'm going to copy that. They like that kind of dress code, so I'm going to copy that. This is why non-melanated white people are so angry with black people. Because magic is not in a book. Magic is not in you breaking in our tombs. You would never access that. Because our magic is cellular. It's in our DNA. And I know why you don't want them to remember who they are. I want them to remember who they are. But the bitch is so trying to be a white woman, she can't be the black woman. The black man is so busy trying to copy the white boy. Everybody on top ain't on top because God put them there. When God get you on top, you don't have to undermine another race. If you superior, you wouldn't have to do all the stealing and cheating and killing. Let God do the killing. But that ain't how you operate. And you wouldn't have to deceive people about the days of the year. You wouldn't have to deceive people about the history. You wouldn't have to do none of that. If Trump really believed that his race was superior, then he won't be doing that bullshit. He wouldn't have time. It's when you're trying to bury the truth about somebody. But you know what happens? Facts are a stubborn thing. The more you try to hide the facts, the more the facts come out. This is why I'm telling you all, be who you authentically are. I was telling Mother Susan, I said there's a bit different when somebody is ashamed of what they're doing. I said I'm private about my business. I'm far from ashamed about what I do. Because I don't want you in my business doesn't mean I'm ashamed of my business. Just because I don't want you in my business when it comes down to how I make my money that's not a situation I'm ashamed of. I feel like you were talking ass. And I don't like people know my business. You can tell your business all day long when you're an individual. What you do in your temple and your existence, that's your business. When you a real individual and truly you respect another man for how they choose to live their life. Pass your opinion on me. Fine. But trying to tell me how to live my life and how God has blessed me to live my life, I don't have time for that shit. I want you to understand that if you really trying to learn and trying to develop, you got to first help yourself. You got to first put yourself in a position that you can get the help you need. What's up, my Ryan? This is why understanding and in depth the age of Aquarius, because they're gonna be here for 2,000 years, and if you got to reincarnate and come back here again, you're gonna still be in the age of Aquarius. It's about manifestation. You got to respect the manifestation tool, which may in this space it's going to be Aquarius. I'm going to be doing more writing, sigils. I'm going to be utilizing more of my babies, more of my patipimpers, because everything is about communication. That's why I got my other crystallized side. And I'm going to show you how to communicate with the elements. I'm going to show you how, because I'm an individual. It doesn't matter. I don't hate on people because whatever God got for me is for me. And I want you to see what melanin can do. Melanin communicates with the body. Right here, that's why I keep saying communication is so important. Because if you don't take care of this in your brain, which is made out of carbon and copper, how it's going to communicate to your body? How it's going to tell your bacteria, all your water, your red blood cells, your white blood cells, your organs, that we're no longer under threat because he done got some sense. See, in my individual walk, I wasn't getting rest, and I wasn't drinking water. Everybody's situation, what they deficient in, is different. But the point I'm trying to make is you got to write the vision down. Write the vision down. What do you want to happen when you get in contact with Apostle Eden? What would you like to happen once you get in contact with this job? What write the vision down and make it what? Plain. Don't be all over the place. And I want 3 condos and I want pink room. You put all that shit out there, it's gonna take a long time for that management. You might have to come back to this life about 3 or 4 times before that even coming to fruition. If you want to trap your soul like that behind a manifestation that you don't put out there because you being ridiculous. Well, I heard what Apostle Eden say, within reason. Within understanding what your capabilities are and what you have the capacity to maintain. I said also, if I don't build my church before 60, it won't be built. Because I'm not doing that in my 60s. I'm not doing that in my 60s. I'm going to say it again. I'm not doing that in my 60s. So if God decide to move before then or after then, you'll know it ain't got nothing to do with me. Because me personally, I done gave it a good run. I done manifested your power, your gift. If you want me to have it, you will bring the people to it is what it is. Long as I do my part, do what I was supposed to do, that's on God. And when I say them, I'm talking about ancestors, Egun, whatever. That's why I give credit and honor to them because I'm an intellectual. Look at your life and write the vision down and make it plain. Before you get work done, make it plain. Before you burn an incense, make it plain. Make your intention. And if you want to grow, make it plain. Listen, Apostle Ely, I'm very talkative. I think I know everything, but I know you good for me. Long as you come like that and not trying to be like you, this person that everybody just use you and see that don't work here. That is emotional manipulation. Huh? I had this one young lady, she wanted me to go off on this boy, and I said, did he rape you? She said no. I said, so you want me to address him because you decided to give him some free pussy? You want me to reprimand him because you not having your way with him? Because those are facts. I know what you told me, but I look like a fool addressing another man about some pussy that you chose to give him. And I ain't a fool. I'm going to say it again. In this season of Aquarius, you are observer as a scientist to see what things are happening, what works for you and what doesn't work for you. I mean, my baby, ancestor for Stormy. Ancestor instant. Let me tell y'all something. You can keep ignoring the facts. It ain't gonna hurt nobody but you as an individual. You ain't gonna trip me up in the race that I'm running because you decide not to support. You decide not to move forward. That is your right and your privilege. But you also I have a right to run your ass over if you get in my way. Don't forget, you're not the only one got rights and privileges. You ain't the one only. You're not the only one that's melanated. Mental clarity. I explained this quite well. She gave out free sample and YouTube. And that's on her. I know that's right. If you go to a whorehouse and you got cash money in your pocket and then she suck your dick so good you fall asleep, that's on you. And she still want her money when you wake up. Even though she done rob you. You don't take cash money to a horse house. She ain't wrong. You know, my mama used to say, when money would fall out of my pocket, she said, whatever in my car is my money. If you think a woman gonna give you back some money, cause it was your money, but you ain't have enough wisdom or intellect not to bring that to there. Let me tell you another one, cause I'm a hoe. You don't bring a hoe over your house if you ain't got everything locked down. If you ain't got a place of designation where you gonna do your hoeing, then you need to bring nobody to your house. Just sent for reversal and protection. I got you, Ryan. Reversal for my Ryan. Libra. Reversal. That's Ryan. And protection. Yeah. That's Ryan. If you look at my magic and follow me, I still am the individual that God has created. And I don't apologize for being an individual. If it resonates with you, that's fine. If it don't, I don't care. I'm here for who resonate. If you, I tell people, do not contact me if you are not financially in a position to make actions. And whatever and back, my package came. All right, there, Demetri. You want me to feel bad about your situation? Well, I can't feel bad about your situation if you didn't let your situation get so fucked up. Cause if you cared about yourself, you would have nipped it in the bud, but you didn't. You let it get out of hand, and now you want me to handle it, and you gonna pay me donations, of course. Y'all, you too grown to play the fuck ass games, and that's why you find yourself in situations because you think you can manipulate people into doing stuff for you, giving them a sad story. I don't want your pussy. I don't want your ass. I don't want head. I want my money. I don't trade spirituality for sex. And anybody that do, that means you can't be that good because you wouldn't have to. When I'm having sex, it's because I'm a pipe layer. I do a whole lot of stuff to get what I want. You around here playing games? I was telling Mother Susan, I still get phone calls from my baby mamas. Huh? The dick was good yesterday, today, and forevermore. You believe that? Everybody know who knocking that. But some of y'all, like I said earlier, you maybe get to base 1 or 2. I'm gonna hit a home runs. I ain't stepping up to the batters out the batter's box unless I already got intention. I already got intention where I'ma zing that ball. When you pitch that ball and you put that ass in front of me, I'ma handle it. I always get permission first, cause what I'm about to do to this ass is gonna be a shame. It's gonna be a shame, but it's a good shame. You hear what I say? And I try to explain to men. We were talking about how when you got it, you got it. People think, I done heard women say a man got a slum, but he's sorry in bed. So size don't mean nothing. If you don't know how to make love, all you gotta do is anybody can have sex. Anybody. Those are the facts. Your problem is you don't know how to enjoy sex and you don't know how to make somebody else enjoy sex. Oh Lord, this is strong. And when I try to explain the facts around sex, you think it's about, let me tell you something. If you can't stick it, then lick it. It's so simple. I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi. Huh? If you can't stick it, huh? Then lick it. Some satisfaction could come out of your sexual experience. That's right, you heard it from the pastor. I'm tired of the lies. The facts remain. You don't want to spend time helping her. I said, when you having sex with a woman, she got 36 ounces of blood to fill her cavities. That means that it's going to take her longer to get there and it's going to take her longer to come down. And if you ain't got no stamina or no hanging power, you're going to be out of gas before she even gets started. That means that she's going to be dissatisfied. I don't care if she got good pussy. I don't care if she got bad pussy. I don't care if her pussy more ragged than the mango seed. Huh? And she got more than one hole. So if one is loose, go for the other. That's my advice. She got an ear, a nostril, an anus. It's a hole tight enough to enter. Put it on her armpit. This is strong. Whew. Sorry about that, y'all. It's my ugh. I'm trying to help y'all and trying to stick the fan. They say I was slow, but then I did, and they don't want me to. That's right, Minister Al. Please. I don't understand what y'all looking for. Because if you want facts, I give the facts. I get the facts. If you want to put your time in and payday come out after a while, then you do that. If you want to be around the big dogs, then do that. If you want better life and better reality, then do what you got to do. I was talking to Sister Tree about that too. You get an opportunity to get your tools, get yourself out of situation. I look at people, and you not. Let me say this to my members in my tribe. You not wasting my time. That's your time of your life span that you can do whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'm gonna do what I got to do to get what I want. Living in reality. Ain't nobody, only the divine gods is gonna tell me what I'm not gonna have. If you ain't them, you can say what you want to say, but I will make you eat every word of it. Every word. You know how many times I done been told by one, I don't want you. I don't want you. And while you telling me I don't want you, I'm trying to give you the fact. Then why your pussy dripping? You don't want me. I ain't even touch you. You done got so turned on that you literally leaking pussy juice all over the church. But you don't want me. I believe your pussy over your lips. Those are the facts. I don't let people tell me stuff that I know ain't true. Those are the facts. I don't let people beguile me with stuff that they're not. Yeah, that's that. I've made that reversal too strong. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm always doing too much. That freaking reversal is. It was already AK-47 before I did what I did. But that's me. I ain't gonna stop being me. I want y'all to do better. Stick to the facts this season, not this season, this age. 2,000 years. If you have a struggle with the facts concerning your life, then get better, get stronger, get wiser. And if you're not enjoying your life, that's your choice. love you want. I got my Taurus with mental clarity. Is anybody use that cayenne pepper for circulation? If you're a man, it's gonna affect you one way. If you're a woman, it's gonna affect you another way. That's how I know if you use it, utilize it. The men getting testimonies and the women. My love said she used cayenne. Yes, we gotta take care of ourselves. I'm gonna share more information as I persist um, in that. So, but I want y'all to know that God has brought me a mighty long way in a short time, and I am grateful. I acknowledge the hand of them that brought me thus far, and I want y'all to understand that it's all about this air element and the fixed sign of Aquarius, and you will benefit if you listen to the universal truth. These are the facts. It don't matter what you believe or don't believe. It gonna still operate. All right. Much love to each and every one of you. I got y'all stuff done, and I'll see y'all on tomorrow. My day of power. God bless. They both said, indeed, I use it now. I know that's right. Get it, Bo. When they say, when they tell me I got a hot dick, it's not a nigga. It's full of cayenne pepper. I've been using that heater to warm them thighs.